Now, to make a height gauge, you're going to need a few different things. You're going to need tape and scissors. You're also going to need a protractor. It doesn't have to have this special arm on it. If it does, just leave it there. We won't be using it. You're also going to need a hex nut or something that's heavy that you can attach. Even a rock is going to work just fine. A short piece of string as well as a straw. This is how we're going to do it. So the first thing you need to do is cut yourself a piece of string and then attach one end through your hex nut or around your rock. You can even tape your string if it's to an object that doesn't have a hole through it, okay? Just so it's dangling from the end. You've basically made a small pendulum, okay? The other end goes through the center hole of your protractor, okay? If your protractor doesn't have a center hole, well, just make one. So now your heavy weight is attached to your protractor. Now, your next step is to take your straw and attach it to the straight, long edge of your protractor. And you can use hot glue, you can even use tape. Okay? Now, the key thing here is your straw has to be straight. So make sure you line it up with the edge very carefully and then tape it into place. Okay? All right, your height gauge is now ready to use. Here's how your height gauge works. Find a large object, a nice tall object like a tree or a telephone pole, okay? And you want to walk about 10 to 20 feet away from it. So measure out that distance and then put this protractor up to your face and look through the end here of the straw so that what you can see out the other end of the straw is the tall tree, okay, the top of the tree up here. Okay, so you're on the ground looking here. And what's going to happen is the string is going to indicate what angle that your protractor is tilted up at in order for you to see the tree through the straw. So this is a two-person job. One person needs to be looking through the straw. The other person is going to be reading the angle here. Now it's easiest if you look through the end of the straw that the angle is less than 90. Otherwise you'll just have to do an extra math step and subtract 90 from it to get the right angle. Okay? So that's what you want to do. You want to record what you're looking at as well as the angle that you're reading off. So if this was the actual measurement, I'd be reading 41 degrees on my protractor. Okay? And you'll notice when you look at things that aren't that high, it's going to rotate your protractor this way and your angle is going to move up. So for an object this size, if I was looking through here and looking, say, at the top of a building, my angle is now 68 degrees. Okay? So just write that down. The other thing you need to know in order to transform this into a height measurement is you must know how far away you are from the object. Okay? So if you're 20 feet away from the building, write that down. If you haven't done this already, you probably want to find out how long one of your steps is. So for example, if you just walk normally, if you walk 10 steps, measure that out and then divide by 10. That way you can easily estimate how far things are from you simply by walking. You don't need to pull out your tape measure each time. Now it is a rough estimate, but so is using one of these height gauges. Okay? Now your last step in doing this is doing a little math to convert the angle here into an actual height that your object that you're looking at is tall. Now, it's a simple calculation to figure out how tall your object is by using this angle and also how far away from you. It uses basic triangle trigonometry. And we've recorded that for you right here. Let's try a sample calculation. Suppose that I read off an angle here of 35 degrees. That means from the 0 here to the string is 35 degrees. And I'm also doing my measurement at a distance of 10 feet from the tree. So this is what my setup looks like. Here's my height, given by h, is 10 feet. My angle is going to be a symbol that looks like a 0 with a line through it. That's called theta. Okay, and that's going to be 35 degrees. Okay? Now, what I need to do is I actually don't need this number. I need a different number. Now, let me show you kind of what the setup looks like. Here's me. Okay, and I'm using my sight gauge, and it's looking like this. And I'm looking over here at a tree. Now suppose I'm 10 feet from the tree. The angle that I measured, here's my weight hanging down here. The angle I measured is this angle here. This is my theta angle. The angle I really want is this angle. Now this angle I can get using a bit of trig. I'll just tell you what it is. It's 90 degrees minus 35. Okay, so 90 minus 35 is going to be 55 degrees. Okay, you can get this height by multiplying 10 times the tangent of 55. So I'm going to call this height, big height h. I can get my h by multiplying 10 feet times the tangent of 55 degrees. Now, what is that exactly? Well, if you go to a calculator, you'll find that there's a button on scientific calculators that says TAN. That's tangent. To use that, what you need to do is enter in 55. So I've got 5, then push the tangent button. Okay, I have a result of 1.428 and a lot more numbers. Okay, so take that result and multiply it by 10. Okay, my tree, right up here, treetop, is 14.3. So my total height of the tree is 14.3 feet high. And that's just using basic trig to figure that out. Go ahead and give that a try.